I was gonna watch another. We'll do one more of like the commentary tracks, and we'll be done with them for
All
right.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna do a thing where this is really funny. I was gonna pull up a video that I don't think you've seen before, or maybe you have seen, and I was gonna not tell you what like the context of it is until because it's one of those videos where you kind of it's hard to tell. It's kind of in a similar league to Sex Education for Trainables, but less graphic and
Oh boy.
I don't and
Yeah, that
shorter.
was a roller coaster last time.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. But it was gonna say, have you ever? I'll say the name of it, and then I'm gonna see because I feel like when I look it up, it's gonna have those parentheses of like old school anti da 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 PSA. So I don't know if I want. I don't know if it's just gonna give it away. But have you ever seen the short "Boys Beware" before? Have you ever seen that?
I've heard that. I
Boys
vaguely recognize.
Yeah, it's really.
Oh,
fun.
is it the predator avoidance one?
No, not
Oh,
really. Well,
never
kind
mind.
of, kind of.
What is
No,
it? Is
no,
it
it's a
anti-homosexuality?
Yeah, you'll see. All right, all right. Here it is. Yeah, it's really good.
Boys Beware, 1961.
Yeah, this is like this is one of my favorite ones of all time. I
Yeah.
love this. I think I say this about a lot of these, but let's take a listen. It's pretty.
Oh boy.
It's pretty good. A lot of people have like done this before, so I'm not like original here at all. But let's take a listen to this one. Sid Davis once again.
1961, 20 years before Project Stargate.
Yeah, just only a mere 20 years before the greatest
Wow.
advancement in humanity in history. This was produced in cooperation with the Inglewood Police Department and the Inglewood Unified School District. All right, are we gonna get started with this?
People couldn't read that fast back then.
Yeah, they weren't very smart in the 60s. I love this music they're playing.
Yeah,
It's so happy.
I'm in a good mood watching
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This looks like a
I love
lovely
this. I
film.
love that they have that one of those shelters where they used to have like public shelters in case of a nuclear war.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's really a product of its time.
this is a real threat.
Yeah. Back when we were afraid of those damn Reds, they might come and infiltrate our schools and turn our children
Yeah,
against us.
Project Wavelength, or whatever. Project Radio Wave that I made up.
Yeah, Project Rewind. Yeah, back when Reagan was looking
YouTube
to.
Rewind.
Well, yeah, YouTube Rewind was a part of
Well,
that too.
YouTube Rewind this year.
Well, if I was in charge of Rewind, I'd like to see Fortnite and.
Marcus Brownlee.
Yep. And that's why he was the great communicator.
Yeah, if Ronald Reagan said it's rewind time, I think that would have saved it.
I'm
Yeah.
Lieutenant Williams,
Yep.
a police officer attached to the Juvenile Division.
You gotta
I'm
turn
on
up
my way
Lieutenant
to
Williams.
Monroe Junior High School to talk to a group of young people.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That looks innocent enough, doesn't it?
No, it
Lots of
doesn't.
Young people hitchhike.
Yeah, some kids
Seems like a
hitchhiking.
good way to get from one place to another. But sometimes there are dangers involved that never meet the eye.
Not really.
Yeah.
I can't believe people thought it was a good idea to hitchhike with like random people back then.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's 2020, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like you would have hitchhiked
Yeah.
if it was normal.
Maybe if it was normal. But
It is like you just the concept of it. Yeah, you could probably put together. This is pretty dangerous.
Yeah. It's going places quick, man. This is good.
Jimmy Barnes.
Jimmy
played
Barnes.
baseball all
Everyone back then was Jimmy or Billy or Timmy or
Common name.
Yeah.
afternoon, and he didn't feel like walking home, so he decided to thumb a ride.
He decided to thumb a ride.
Didn't feel like walking home.
Yeah, because usually walking like the mile to his house was so hard. He had to thumb a ride.
Although I'll tell you, if I didn't have my headphones, my music, walking to me would be probably pretty boring.
Yeah, I used to not have headphones. Back when I was before my family made it big, I didn't have the money for that kind of thing, so I had to walk. To be fair, my school was close enough. My high school was close enough to where I could have walked to it, but I never did just because I didn't want to do that crap. And plus, you had to walk back by like a mental institution to get there. So
Ooh.
yeah,
So did you ever thumb a ride?
I never thumbed a few. Well, once in a while I did, but then they tried to take their thumb and do some other stuff.
Okay.
So I learned to stop that pretty quick.
He'd done it 100 times before.
Did it 100
He
times.
didn't think anything was unusual when the driver struck up a friendly conversation.
Uh-huh.
In fact, he seemed like a real nice guy. He asked
Shouldn't it-
Jimmy if he played
Seemed like a
baseball
nice guy. The dude just looks like he's looking for trouble.
Nefarious.
on the park
Yeah.
often. Jimmy told him they practiced 3 times a week and played a rival group on Friday afternoon. The
Oh.
stranger was a good listener, too, and it only seemed minutes before they pulled up in front of Jimmy's house.
and it was only minutes, and you still needed to ask for a ride to get home.
When Jimmy got out, the stranger gave him a friendly pat.
Give him a friendly
Ooh,
pat.
yeah, no, he just
Yeah.
squeezed his shoulder.
All right, this is a good shot. Ugh! Oh, the dude just
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like a pedo.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. He looks like a balding Walt Disney with sunglasses on.
That
Ugh.
stash, man, that little stash.
Yeah, I know. If you had a mustache like that, you just should be preemptively arrested. There's no way you're an innocent person.
Then he told him he'd see him again.
Oh,
Always
no.
drove by the park on his way home.
Man.
That just sounds sinister, you know? How could you trust this
Let's
guy,
see it
Jimmy?
again. Okay, Jimmy.
Yep, there he is. Once
Jimmy just
again.
got done baseball.
Sure enough, the following
So this is when Jimmy should have first wrestling. Was when the guy's waiting for him again.
Oh, sure enough.
He tries to play it off like, hey, I'm just here to drive you home again. You know, I just want to talk to you.
Oof.
Yeah, you should have known this was a problem, Jimmy.
day when Jimmy finished playing ball,
When Jimmy finished,
well, the man was there waiting.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I like the silly like xylophone music because they're about to go places with this. So.
Why is this boys beware? This can
We're gonna-
happen to girls too.
We're gonna get into why it's boys beware.
Oh, okay. You like that Xylo?
They stopped at a drive-in, and the stranger treated him
That was a
to
good
Coke.
part.
During their conversation, he told several off-color jokes.
He told several off-color jokes.
So wait, they went to McDonald's?
Apparently, and when he was driving there, he's like, "Hey, do you hear about the priest and the rabbi and the Jew going in the bar?" You know. Apparently,
You love that off-colored. I'm gonna sample that. That'd
yeah,
be
they
good.
were listening. They were listening to the radio and they had their show tuned on. They were hearing several off-color jokes.
But Jimmy had heard others before.
Uh-huh.
Well,
You
it
know,
made him
you
feel
you say
good.
a lot of that, Josiah.
Yeah, I pick up kids a lot and tell a lot of off-color.
You
jokes
take me to
them.
get a Coke, and then you tell a lot
Yeah.
of off-colored.
I give you a
jokes.
friendly pat while you get out of the car,
friendly squeeze.
and then I tell you I am gonna see you tomorrow. You know.
I go to this
Yeah.
college. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Sure enough, when he got out of his house, well, there he was.
Josiah was right.
I didn't bring my car this time, so how would you like to ride on my back this time?
Okay.
He
All right.
could so easily
All right,
win
back to Ralph driving around.
Hmm.
I don't know if they gave his name
confidence
yet.
of an older person.
Oh, they went to the park.
Yeah, he's like taking them fishing and stuff.
The following Saturday, they went fishing together.
And his parents
By
let this
now,
happen.
They were using first names.
Yeah, where's the
Ralph said
parents?
it
They were using first name. What were they using before?
Mr. Pedo, Mr. Stash.
Mr. Pedo, Mr. Meat Stick.
Oh,
Baldy.
no. Off-colored
friendly.
jokes.
Yo, don't eat food from Ralph.
Yeah, you better be careful there.
Jimmy hadn't enjoyed himself so much in a long time.
Going fishing with some old bald guy is the most you've enjoyed yourself, dude.
Come on, he's gotta get some friends.
Yeah, you need to like get laid, kid.
Then during
Oh.
lunch, Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures.
Wow.
Why?
Really escalated. Really.
Yeah, all right.
During lunch too. That's bold.
During lunch, he just whips them out.
Hey, check this out.
Hey, have you ever
kid.
seen this movie called Sex Education for Trainables? There's a really good part in that. I think you'd like it.
So while he's eating his ham sandwich,
Yeah, he just whips them out.
he's
yeah.
showing some ham sandwich.
Yeah. And he just he just takes them out. Oh, hey kid, would you like to see these? All right, well,
Wait, what kind is it?
they never say.
Oh, just general.
Yeah, just general. Just a few different. He's like, I like to get some variety in there. You know, here's a few girl and girl guy, and you know, it's I just like to keep it interesting.
Jimmy knew he shouldn't be interested, but well, he was curious.
Oh, I bet he was.
This man's just like, hey, check this out.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, this was the '60s, and it was expected back then. You'd be like, "Gee, Mister, I'm sorry, but I can't look at these. My parents will ground me for a month." You know.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this age, I guess, how old is he supposed to be?
I mean,
Jimmy?
he looks like
He looks like
16.
Yeah. I mean, I guess yeah. I think it was just embedded in me as a child, as a kid that especially at this point if you're showing me like pornography, I'm out of there, bro.
Now, I was never told how to feel about that.
I just
I didn't even know like porn was a thing until I discovered it. And I'm like,
yeah. If this random man just pulls it, I'd be out of that. I'd be like, this is weird. I'm
gee,
gone.
mister, I can't look at
I'm
these.
curious.
Yeah. Well, golly, I think I'm kind of interested in these.
Boys
What Jimmy
beware.
didn't know was
Oh,
that
yep.
Ralph was sick.
This thing is about to take a
Sickness that was
turn.
not visible like smallpox, but
Sick.
Sick.
no less dangerous and contagious. A sickness of the mind.
Yep.
Ooh.
You see,
Oh,
Ralph was a homosexual.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so that's what his problem
Oh
is.
my
It's not that he's like trying to
gosh.
take a kid out to the lake.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. It's not like pedophilia. It's just
Yeah.
homosexuality. in
Yeah, that was the
general.
that was the problem. You know, if you take if you take away that it was a boy, it was
What about
okay.
poor
you know?
aging. Oh.
Now let's see
Sickness of the
this
mind. He-
other bald guy who takes a girl to do the same thing. This is how you properly do it. Like, what the hell are you getting at?
this sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about that one is like it'd be one thing if they just said it like, oh yeah, he's gay and it sucks, but he went into like he's sick and it's not like polio or
Yeah, he's
it's
sick.
a sickness of the mind. Like so dramatic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great.
gay.
Thanks. Yeah. Oh well. Thanks for letting me know what the problem was here. Okay. I thought everything was fine
Golly,
until you
yeah.
pointed that out. I was like, oh yeah, Jimmy's a boy. I forgot. Now it's a problem. I was cool with it before, but now
A person who demands an intimate relationship
demands.
with members of their own sex.
Yep.
Golly.
He demands it.
Yeah, demands.
Is he wearing a prison garb? That's kind of what it
What a-
looks like.
What a verb.
Yeah.
Demands.
He demands. Yeah. And I'll kill him if you don't give it to me.
For Ralph, and they continued to go places together. Ralph was generous.
It was. This is the biggest. It's. So he takes him out several times. Like, when's he gonna like make his move? Like, I'm not saying that. Like,
Okay, you're criticizing his game.
No, I'm not saying that's a good. Like, don't do it. But like, he's taking out the kid like 6 times. You know, that's like what kind of.
Well, you have to. That's what's called grooming.
Because back
right?
in the 60s, you'd assume the kid would tell his parents when he gets home the first time, like, gee, Mom and Dad, you know, I took a ride home and from this nice stranger, and and then they just say, well, son, don't do that anymore. But no, he does like 6 times, and then like,
Well, he's got to gain the trust, right?
yeah. Well,
Jimmy, many interesting
why?
places.
I don't just take like,
Well, because
why-
yeah.
like
I mean,
a
if he's
good-
already chill about looking at porn together, it's like, ugh.
I don't know why I'm giving Ralph advice here, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying
come
like
on.
a good,
It's like, yeah, do it right.
a good, you know, child predator would have just taken him
Ugh.
once and been done with him. But now
And did many nice things for him.
did many nice things for him.
Yeah, like taking him to putt-putt.
Yeah.
You trying to putt?
Jimmy hadn't enjoyed himself this
gonna
much
stop.
since that time he painted the family fence.
Oh, Jimmy.
Presents and even gave him money.
Give him money.
Payments were expected in return.
Oh, payments were expected in return.
Whoa.
There he is walking him up to like either a hotel or his place. I can't really tell. With his hand on his
Ralph
shoulder,
first
you know, his
asked Jimmy
back.
to go fishing alone.
Wait.
He should have
Well, they're saying that. So okay, apparently he didn't tell his parents he was going fishing with him. So why, you know?
Yeah.
So were kids in the 60s like this, where instead of sneaking out to like meet girls or like go to movies, they were like sneaking out to meet 45-year-old men with mortgages who are balding to go fishing? Was that like a common
I
pastime in
don't
the
think.
the good old 60s?
Yeah, I don't think that's the status quo.
Oh, gee, I'm not going to tell Mom and Dad that I'm going out fishing with Ralph.
discussed it with his parents or teacher.
Yep. Or teacher, you know, either one. Tell your parents or your teacher. They're both, hey, Mr. Jones, I'm going out this weekend with this balding pedophile. What do you think of that? Oh,
Finally,
not
Jimmy
good.
told his parents,
Yep.
and they reported it to the juvenile authorities. Ralph was arrested,
Yep.
and Jimmy was released on probation. And
Whoa, he was released. What did
Jimmy
he do?
on probation.
What did Jimmy
well,
do
I
that
think
was
it was
illegal?
illegal to be gay, right?
Oh, so I guess Jimmy's gay too?
Yeah, I mean, well, it was insinuated that he was doing stuff
Yeah.
with Mr. Ralph for money, right?
For money.
Craziness. I mean, that's also yeah, that's.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to put that on Jimmy.
Yeah.
That sucks
Yeah.
in so many ways. Oh,
Yeah. Well,
I didn't mean to.
the good old
That was a
60s where
bad
you
pun.
could
I
you would
apologize.
say it again. I did
No,
the first time.
no, I didn't even mean. I said that sucks in many ways. It's like not only that it's illegal to be gay, but he's also
Yeah.
getting punished for being
Yeah.
taken advantage of.
Yeah. I'm sure Jimmy sucked in many ways.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, all right. Well,
So, you're telling a couple off-color jokes.
Jack
gonna-
had heard them before, and he
I'm
was.
gonna report you to my teacher.
Yeah. Oh, damn it! All right, I almost got away this time.
So he's gonna get arrested.
Yeah, I'm gonna get arrested, and you're gonna get released on probation.
Juvenile authorities.
Yeah. That's
Just, you're a
you know,
grown man.
Yeah. Jimmy looks like he's nearly a grown man too. So.
How old are you? 22.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. I'm sorry to Jimmy and Jimmy Sr. that this happened.
Custody of his parents.
In the custody of his parents. Yeah, he was living with his teacher before
But
this.
all homosexuals are not passive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ralph was pretty passive. He never made an
Ugh.
advance until like his until he was nearly married to the kid. Yeah. All right. There's the.
So this is your
Some resort
preferred
to
route
violence.
here.
No, I'm not saying I prefer. I'm just saying that. Like,
You were criticizing Mr. Ralph.
well, if anything, I was happy that he didn't do anything
Yeah.
until like it was, until like their 7th date or whatever. But this time, this guy,
This is
this is kind of
terrible.
a creepy. Some kids playing basketball and a guy sitting on a bench watching in a full suit for some reason.
Mm.
This music's scaring me a lot more. It's setting the mood better.
In the heat of competition, no one noticed the man who sat and watched.
I think that would be the first thing I noticed if I was here. That there's a guy in a
I could
suit.
see you. You wouldn't let that fly, dude.
When the others
Yeah.
left, Mike decided to stay and practice a little longer.
Oh, he's not Billy or Timmy or anything. He's Mike.
The stranger joined
Well,
him.
the guy in the
He
suit
was
comes to play
friendly,
basketball with
and
Mike.
Well, it was better than playing alone.
No, it's not better than playing alone, kid.
But after a few shots, Mike realized he had already overstayed his time
Yep.
and suggested he better leave.
Gee, mister, I threw the basketball 3 more times. My parents are going to be awful mad at me. And then this guy in a
He's gonna
boat.
offer a ride.
If he'd like to stay,
Yeah, he's, hey, I'll drive you home, kid, when we're done
he'd be
here.
glad to drive him home when they
In a
finished.
full suit like he's going to the
Sounded great
Oscars
Mike.
after this.
Chance to play longer and get a ride home too.
Yeah, what's the downside here? But payments were respected in return. Is he like scoping the kid out there? Like
Yeah,
looking
that
at
was
him.
a terrible shot.
Oh,
Doing
well,
a,
he'll
an
do.
up down for this kid, man.
He's
Ugh,
like looking the kid over like I could work with this.
Fogel action.
When they finished, the stranger told him he'd make a fine player.
He looks at his wrist that clearly has no watch on it.
The companionship, the praise,
The praise.
the friendly attitude dispelled any misgivings Mike might have had about going
Yeah, I guess this was normal in the '60s, but people like putting your arm on your shoulder, their arm on your shoulder, that should have like tipped you off first, kid.
Yeah.
with a stranger. He probably never realized until too late that he was riding in the shadow of death.
Well, it's kind of a badass
Whoa.
Sometime
quote.
that evening, Mike Merrick traded his life for a newspaper headline.
Oh, he killed him?
Wait, what?
Well, you killed him when he was done with him, I guess.
Oh.
He traded his life for a newspaper headline. That's
Wow.
all right. Well,
That's terrible.
yeah. Rest in peace to Mike. That was a bit of a downer. I mean, I hope this next one's kind of more like
All these are
uplifting.
down.
Danny
What-
and Jerry got the papers ready for Jerry's afternoon
This isn't an
delivery.
uplifting
They only
topic.
casually noticed the two boys that raced by in the afternoon traffic, and they didn't pay much attention to the car that drew up shortly afterwards. until
It looks like they're
someone
kind of
called them
staring at the
over.
car pulling up. But all right.
Had two boys been by on bicycles? The boys nodded they had. Could they recognize them if they saw them again? Well, then he guessed he could. Then Hop In, the man said, those are stolen bikes.
That was all it took to convince someone to get in your car in the '60s.
Oh, wow.
Hey, kid, did you see those bikes going by that have nothing to do with you? Oh, yeah, I saw them. You want to get in the car and help me shoot,
This is an elaborate
run
scheme.
down these? Yeah, like, you think these guys would just come up, like, because how stupid kids are, and just like, I got a gun in my car and I'm blasting if you don't get in, you know?
Wow.
But no, this guy, like, he was like,
Yeah.
well, first of all, were those two kids on bikes, like, part of his scheme? Like, he's,
No, I think you're just following them around.
yeah. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so elaborate.
because I thought at first, like, hey, kids, I'll give you each $50 if you help me out here. Just drive those bikes in front of my car.
Yeah, maybe that.
Without giving it another thought, Denny got in and the car sped away.
Denny, yeah, his name already, he just sounds like a chump from his name, you know? How could he fall for this, man? This is like, the other ones, like, I guess I understand because in the 60s it was before, like, I don't know, 9/11 or whatever, we were all more innocent and just fell for anything. But now, how did you fall for this, man? Denny, like, you are an idiot.
Jerry watched. He'd
You know
been
what's
told
crazy?
many times.
Is my grandpa again? He grew up in like this time.
Uh-huh.
I remember one of the first things he like told me these stories. He gave me like this PSA. He was like, yeah, there's like people that'll go missing because they get into strangers' cars because they'll lie. And he's like, don't fall for it, Jack. And I was like, whoa. So this was maybe I wasn't just naturally against all that. I was just drilled into me. Like this is back in elementary school when I
Yeah.
was like, you know,
Yeah, I think we were all told this at some point, like, don't get in.
yeah.
But I guess, again, that wasn't, or maybe this is like how they taught it in the 60s. I don't,
I wonder if my grandpa saw
did,
this.
did your grandpa say specifically
No,
the
he
homosexual?
Didn't, he didn't say homosexuals. No.
All right. Yeah, he said if it's
No,
because
he's
if
smarter
it's
than
if it's a
that.
creepy woman driving a car, it's fine, you know, then
Yeah.
get in.
If a friend got in a car with a stranger, to write down the license number.
How did you see the license number from that far away? The car is driven like
Yeah.
a mile away at this point. You somehow got it.
But, well, fortunately, he marked it down.
Yep. It was kind of funny. He doesn't like go straight to tell the kid's parents about this. He like goes on with his day.
When he delivered a paper to Denny's house, he asked his mother if they'd caught the boys that had stolen the bicycles.
That was your
Denny
first
hadn't
question.
returned, so he told her the story and gave her the paper with the license number.
I think God he knew where the guy lived.
That
I
must
guess.
be just terrifying as a mother.
Yeah. It must be
Wow.
terrifying to know your kid will just fall for anything. Apparently.
Jerry
Well,
supplied
kids
the
are kids.
necessary information, and the stranger's car was quickly spotted. Was a
Ah,
good
good.
Yeah, they got the
example of
cops
how
on 'em.
important it is to always get
Yeah.
the license
So I guess they
number.
stopped him before he like did anything.
Yeah.
Good.
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 And
Unless he like did kill the kid too, like the guy killed Mike. He's just using his body for the carpool lane or whatever. But
Oh,
you know,
okay.
description.
we don't see the head moving around the car, so I don't know.
He's
Person off
asleep.
alone, no matter what they tell you.
Yep. No matter what they tell you.
Get out of there.
Yep. I guess they got him. And by the way, you too, kid, you're arrested for homosexuality.
No, I don't think he'd be. I don't think he would be probationed.
But I don't know. Do they need to like? Yeah, I guess that's true. They don't know that anything's happened yet.
Because that was just kidnapping, right?
Oh, why did it go to 2 times speed?
Oh.
What the hell is that about?
And be a hangout for the homosexual.
Wait, go back.
said-
What's this guy saying?
They said like pub. Oh.
Public restrooms can often be a hangout for the homosexual.
What the hell kind of comment is that? Yeah, put
crazy.
Put that on a T-shirt. Yeah,
Imagine going to the bathroom after
Yeah.
hearing that.
yeah.
Oh,
If you see another guy in there, you know. Well, we did see it in the sex education for trainables. That guy was like rubbing the other guy's back at the urinal. Remember that? Yeah. Is that like their evidence or whatever? I don't know.
everybody goes into the restrooms.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. You know.
Stupid tell.
Yeah, straight, gay, you know, whatever you are.
Friends hadn't noticed the man who had been in the restroom when they changed.
No, there's another guy in the restroom?
They take the shortcut under the pier, but the others preferred to take the more traveled way home.
Oh, yeah, there he is. This guy's following the kid
Smells
around.
blood.
Yep. Oh my
Oh
god.
my, yeah. The
First of all, he's wearing a suit
switch up to
too.
the Jaws music. Why are they all wearing suits?
Suits are
Look,
another.
how does he not see this mysterious man following him under the bridge?
Well,
Oh.
I think he's about to, if I
Oh,
remember
he is?
correctly. Yeah, this looks like a safe place to go. Under a bridge with a chain link fence, you have to squeeze through.
When
Oh.
Bobby recognized the stranger as the man in the restroom.
Yeah, get out of there, kid.
Yeah.
Under the
Run,
pier
run, kid,
didn't
run!
seem like a good idea at all.
That's good.
Yeah, at least it wasn't near a public restroom.
After all,
Oh, thank God, he got away.
Stay with your friends anyway.
Why did you
Bobby
leave,
had made
idiot?
a wise decision. It may have saved his life.
Yep.
So I don't know if they think that they thought all gay people back then wore suits all the time, or if it's like that was just the 50s and
No, I
everything.
think it's just the 50s. Everybody would. That's how you
Yeah.
dressed up.
Because back then, if you were wearing just like a T-shirt out, they're like, "What's that, Sonny? That's you're dressed in your underwear today."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine what they would think of me at 560.
Yeah, when you did do that, yeah. I say there, son. What are you?
Whoa!
Oh,
You must.
What
be,
are you, homosexual? No, wait. No, if you were, you'd be wearing a suit the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's how you
And your
let them know you're not.
Yeah, yeah. You have to wear a suit all the time, and then you might as well just wear a hat that says on top front of it, "I am not a homosexual."
Yeah,
to, like,
I'd
deter-
think back to this movie and go, oh well, he's not in a
Whoa.
suit, so
Oh, okay. Well, now I get it.
whole future may depend on making the right one.
Hmm.
So no
Yep.
matter where you meet a stranger,
Where?
be careful
Where
with
you
your
meet a
friend.
stranger,
If they try to
whether
win
it's
your
their
trust,
car that you shouldn't have gone into,
Yeah.
their car you should have gone into, their car you should have gone into, or under a dangerous pier, stay away from them.
confidence too quickly, and if they become
That sounds like a horrible way to live. Don't trust anyone who tries to win your confidence.
overly personal. One
Yeah,
never
if they
knows
tried to
what
show you
homosexual
porno.
is about. He may
Right.
appear normal, and it may be too late when you discover he is mentally ill. So
Okay.
keep with your group.
I mean, with Ralph, it seemed like it would have never been too late because the guy was willing to keep. I think the most depressing part was he bought a ring for the kid and then he never got to use it. You know,
no. Oh, okay.
Don't go off alone with strangers.
but the dude was like, he was like taking him out when he didn't even have to. He was like doing extra credit or something.
Why are you harping on this?
Well,
that
I'm not.
point.
Okay, clearly, like, yes, that's good. That
Pisses
he
you
didn't-
off that it took too long for him to
I'm
make
just saying
a
his
move?
approach was bad. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying I wanted him to do it. Clearly I did. I'm just saying his approach was like what?
No, it's a funny thing to criticize. Though.
Yeah, don't get into a car with stranger kids, or else they'll take you back to your house several times, and
Yeah.
only after like the sixth time will they try anything.
Wait, who's this guy at the end here?
This is like the narrator. He's going
Oh.
to school to tell all the kids to watch out for the public bathrooms.
Yeah.
Or teacher.
And if you're a girl, make sure to get into the cars with all the 45-year-old men you can.
Yeah, boys beware.
Yeah, because girls getting kidnapped never happens, so don't worry about it.
Happens more.
That's the end. It looks like the end. A Sid Davis production. Sid Davis, you've done it again.
Look up Sid Davis.
Yeah, he's done a lot of these.
Really?
Yeah, he's like American director.
There's the go-to
Is that him?
guy.
That's not. That can't be.
I was about to say.
Yeah, his first film was The Dangerous Stranger.
Film
And yeah, he was just
career.
he was a director who did social guidance films. Oh yeah,
In
there's
LA.
Boys Beware on his Wikipedia page.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, rest in peace to Sid. I
When
guess
did he pass?
2006.
Oh wow.
If he was alive today, he'd be like, "What? They're letting them get married now?"
Yeah.
Oh, he died on my birthday. I mean, 4 years after the day I was
You're a
born.
reincarnation of him.
Yeah, I mean, I was alive when he was alive, but sure, yeah. Well, all right, boys beware. Girls, you're fine. Don't worry, you're gonna be good. And if a girl tries to pick you up in your car, if you're a boy, then you're fine. Don't worry about it. Well, anyway, so yeah, that's the thing. It would have been like a half decent like short on like pedophilia if it didn't include the homosexual line. That's like the weird thing. It could have actually worked if
Just
they like,
dated.
like if it wasn't so prejudiced, it could have actually been good.
I mean, there's general rules in there that's good. Like,
Yeah,
like
like
shows you pornography. Get
Yeah.
out of there.
I mean, when he starts talking to you about like, so black people, right? Like
Yeah.
2 times after meeting them, or even at all, then you know it's bad.
Yeah.
But I guess
Well, no, by off-color jokes, I thought they meant like sexual jokes.
I thought it was like racist jokes.
No.
Maybe it was both racist jokes, sexist
Why
jokes.
would he do that? I feel like he would just joke about like sexual stuff so he can like get a kick
Well,
out of it.
Yeah, he could get a kick out of it. Like, yeah, you think it's funny now, but when I see what I got planned for tonight.
Well, no, but just yeah, we don't have
Well,
to get into detail. We don't have to
yeah.
debate this.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry, especially to Jimmy because he looked really just like ravaged when he got out of there. I felt
Well,
bad
one
for
of
him.
them didn't get out of there.
Yeah, Mike didn't get out of there, and maybe the other kid didn't too. Who knows? But whatever. So shout out Sid Davis for another masterpiece. But that's basically the show today, everybody.
It
We
is.
hope you enjoy it. Next week we got some Nigel Farage cameo. Hopefully, I'm
Yep.
still setting. I don't know if I said it on the last show, but I'm trying to get another interview for the show. So maybe that next week, which will probably be the last one of the semester because next week's the second to last show actually. So there's that. Then we got some great things. We're gonna be doing the I'll just say the Drake Kendrick Lamar bit.
Yep, I can. I want to provide I want to go into the full detail, the full story of the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef.
Yeah, you gotta hear that because I don't know anything about this.
Yeah,
so
I want to.
we're gonna get educated.
I don't know if Mikey does, but I assume he doesn't. He doesn't
Yeah.
listen to the newer stuff.
me and
so.
the mix master. And by the way, I didn't explain. I just realized I said I think I stole that before, but subconsciously, that's Mixmaster Mike, the Beastie Boys. That's where I got that from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't realize. I don't know the Beastie Boys, but I looked up. Did I subconsciously like take that and look up Mixmaster Mike?
Yeah, it's like your what was that subconscious thing? Remember we talked about it.
the
last?
mahogany thing.
Yeah.
I guess it was like
Mahogany
that. Although I feel like I felt I didn't even know like that was so if that was seriously what I did, that was so like subconscious that like I didn't even
Yeah.
like think about this
Yeah.
one like I knew I
realized.
I figured I got that from somewhere but I didn't know where and now I finally realized. But
And
yeah,
then I'll have 3 new conspiracies.
Yeah.
that you guys are gonna try and you gotta try and tie it up.
yeah. So we got a great show next week. Please listen to this show. We're gonna have some fun. Thanks for
Yep.
listening, everybody. I appreciate it.
Make some off-color jokes.
Yeah, we're gonna make some more off-color jokes, like we always do.
Yeah.
Like we always find a reason to. And thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week for like I said, like the second to last show of the semester. It doesn't feel like it's that long, but yeah, that's what it is. So thank you, Jack, Mr. King Spins, for
Thank
being
you
on the
so
show
much for
today.
having me on. I had a great time.
Yeah, I appreciate you. You're always welcome back. You know what I'm saying? And we will see you guys next week. Since, like I said, we won't be on the next few weeks. I mean, we won't be on the next few weeks after that because of like winter break. So, yeah, we'll see you around, guys. Wow, I totally screwed up trying to play out the intro. All right, now we're done. We're done.
All right.
Now we're done. All right,
You're in charge. I wouldn't put you in charge of a cat house.
cat house.